Here's your hot issues for today's news. First in line, distribution of OFWs by place of work 2016. Second, global migration and its types. Next is different categories of international migrants, causes of migration, and for our final headline, the volume of contemporary migration. Good day, student nurses! Welcome to the Pantropiko News, your source for up-to-date information from around the globe. I am Bini John Ray Codera, your news anchor, live in Mikawayan, Bulacan. Based on the data from the Philippine Statistics Authority survey on overseas Filipinos, the majority of OFWs comprising 85% of the total were employed in various countries across Asia. Tell us more about this Bini Jasmine Kapian. Hello Bini Jas!
Yes, Bini, that's right. The majority of OFWs comprising 85% of the total were employed in various countries across Asia. This indicates that Asia serves as a primary destination for Filipino workers seeking employment opportunities abroad. Second in destination for Filipino workers to seek employment are in the Middle Eastern nations, like United Arab Emirates with 15.9%, Kuwait with 6.4%, Qatar with 6.2%, and Saudi Arabia with 5.6%. This concentration reflects the historical trend of Filipinos working in the Middle East, particularly in sectors such as healthcare, domestic work, and construction. Apart from the Middle East, OFWs are also distributed across other Asian countries, with Hong Kong 5.6%, Singapore 5%, and other countries in Asia with 21.5% being notable destinations. This diversity suggests that Filipino workers are employed in a range of industries and professions across the continent.
Actually, Bini Jas, I want to know, and for sure our viewers wants to know also, why do you think more Filipino workers choose to work in Asia?
I think, Bini Ray, that Filipino workers predominantly choose to work in Asia due to several factors. First is geographical proximity, since it is much nearer than other countries in Europe. Another is cultural similarities and historical ties that make Asia an appealing destination. The region's rapid economic growth results in high demand for skilled and unskilled labor, offering better job prospects and wages. Remittance benefits, job opportunities matching their skills, and government support further contribute to this preference.
Bini Jas, can you tell us what does these statistics tell us?
Yes, of course. The 2016 statistics on the distribution of Filipino workers by occupation show a strong preference for working in Asia, with 85% of overseas Filipino workers working in the region. In Asia, workers are concentrated in the Middle East and other countries such as Hong Kong and Singapore. Despite this focus on Asia, Filipino workers are also prominent in other regions of the world. These statistics reflect economic factors, job opportunities, and the significant impact of remittances on the Philippine economy.
Do you think international migration helped the economy of our country?
There are many ways in which international migration can positively affect the economy of a nation. First of all, it is common for migrant workers to send money to their home countries, and this helps to build up foreign exchange reserves there while also supporting household incomes and increasing consumer expenditure. Secondly, migration fills global labor market needs with skilled personnel who may have otherwise been unavailable. Hence, productivity levels rise as well as efficiency rates improve within various industries worldwide. Lastly, valuable skills are acquired abroad by immigrants, who then bring them back home, thus fostering local creativity through technological transfer from one country's workforce setting into another's, where such knowledge did not exist before.
Bini Jas, last question, and this question is from our viewer. She's asking you, would you also choose to work abroad in the future?
Of course, why not? Working overseas presents numerous opportunities that can improve my skills and ultimately benefit my family. The potential for a higher income compared to what I can earn in the Philippines is also an appealing aspect of working abroad.
Okay, thank you Bini Jas.
Thank you, Bini Ray. Once again, I am Bini Jasmine Kapian, live here in Talavera, Nueva Ecija.
Migration is a crucial part of understanding global population trends. It involves crossing borders, either within a country, internal, or between countries, international, for a certain period. To expand this, here is Bini Gerald Rivas to tell you about the global migration and its types.
Thank you, Binary. Migration refers to crossing the borders of a political or administrative area for a specific minimum period. Migration can take different forms, such as internal migration, which means within a country. It involves movement within the same one region in the country, like a province, district, or town to another, while international migration involves crossing international borders, separating one of the approximately 200 nations worldwide from one another. International migration is when people move from one region within a country, like a province, district, or town, to another. International migration is when individuals cross the borders. Some scholars argue that internal and international migration are interconnected processes and should be studied together. As stated by Scaldon in 1997, most border crossings don't indicate migration. They often involve tourists or business travelers who don't plan to settle permanently in the visited country. International migration is a product of a world organized into nation-states where staying in one's birth country is seen as normal and moving elsewhere is seen as unusual. Migration is often seen as troublesome and needs regulation because it can lead to unforeseen changes. Some scholars argue that internal and international migration are interconnected processes and should be studied together. Most border crossings don't indicate migration. They often involve tourists or business travelers who don't want to settle permanently in the visited country. Again, I am Bini Gerald Rivas, bringing you the news from May Kawayan, Bulacan.
We are now down to our next segment called Did You Know That? This segment will give us some information or trivia regarding different categories of international migrants. For today, we have Bini May Calanis Brinas and Bini Lovely Rain Layugan.
Thanks, Vinny Ray. Did you know that migration plays a crucial role in shaping our world? In this segment of Did You Know That, we'll explore interesting facts about global migration, from its various types to its impact on societies. Let's explore now in Did You Know That?
Did you know that temporary labor migrants are the ones who migrate for a limited period of time in order to work and send remittance to their families in the country of origin?
Did you know that people with qualifications such as the managers, executive, professionals, technicians, and the like who move within the internal labor markets of transnational corporations and international organizations are called highly skilled and business migrants?
Did you know that irregular migrants are also referred to as undocumented or unauthorized migrants that go into a country seeking employment without document or permit?
Did you know that refugees are those who are unable or unwilling to return to their country because of a well-founded fear or persecution on account of race, nationality, and membership on particular social group or political opinion?
Did you know that those who move across borders in search of protection are also called asylum seekers?
Did you know that forced migration means people are made to move because of things like disaster, building new factories or roads, and other changes in their environment?
Did you know that family members are also known as family reunion or family reunification migrants?
Did you know that returned migrants are those who return to their countries of origin after a period in another country?
And that is the end of our segment, Did You Know That? We expect that you learned something from our topic about different categories of international migrants. Again, I am Lovely Rain Layugan.
And I am Bini Calanis Brinas, and this is Did You Know That?
Migration can be caused by various factors, including economic, social, political, and environmental reasons. For us to know more, let's call Bini Carildon Baldosa to elaborate the causes of migration.
Migration is propelled by various factors, including disparities in income levels and social well-being. Disparity in levels of income is a significant driver of migration due to the economic opportunities it presents. When individuals or families experience lower income in their home country or region, they may seek better paying jobs or higher living standards elsewhere. Social well-being also can cause migration because people want to live in places where they feel safe, have access to good healthcare and education, and can be part of a supportive community. If their current location lacks these things, or if they face discrimination, they might move to find a better quality of life and a happier, healthier environment. Including to the list is the demographic patterns, such as fertility rates, mortality rates, age structures, and labor force growth also play a significant role. According to neoclassical economic theory, individuals migrate to maximize their income, seeking opportunities in high-wage economies compared to low-wage ones. Additionally, migration decisions are often influenced by family strategies aimed at maximizing income and improving survival chances. Bini Carildon, Baldosa, The Pantropiko News.
We're now down at our last news for today, the volume contemporary migration. The volume of contemporary migration refers to the scale of magnitude of people moving from one place to another. In recent times, it encompasses various forms of migration, including international migration across countries, internal migration within a country, and even virtual migration, such as online communities. Factors influencing migration volume include economic opportunities, political instability, social networks, and cultural factors. For our final news, here's Bini China Zandara Santamaria and Bini Kathleen Andam.
Thank you, Brunery. The data provided by the United Nations offers a comprehensive insight into the evolution of global migration trends. It reveals a notable increase in the global migrant stock, representing individuals who have chosen to reside outside their country of birth. These figures surged from 75 million individuals in 1965 to a substantial 120 million by the year of 1990. Notably, in 1990, this migrant population accounted for approximately 2% of the entire world population. Analyzing this growth further, it became evident that while the migrant population expanded at slightly faster rate compared to the overall world population, with an annual growth rate averaging 1.9% over the inter-world period. This growth accelerated to 2.6% from 1985 to 1990. However, this acceleration was not deemed dramatic in proportion to the global demographic landscape. Despite the growth, international migrants continue to represent a minority within the broader global population context. This emphasizes the relatively contained scale of international migration compared to other democratic movements.
Internal migration within countries exhibits a significantly larger magnitude. For instance, examining India in 1981, the internal migrant population stood at an impressive 200 million individuals, surpassing more than double the global count of international migrants during that era. The profound impact of migration as a catalyst for societal transformation becomes apparent when considering its concentrated nature within specific countries and regions. These areas experience a more pronounced influence of migration, both in terms of departures and arrivals, shaping economic, social, and cultural dynamics. Given the complexities and implications of migration, ensuring an organized and orderly migration process is imperative. This approach not only facilitates the integration of migrants into whole societies but also safeguards their fundamental human rights, fostering a more harmonious and inclusive global community. Again, I am Bini, Kathleen, and Dang.
And that wraps up today's broadcast. We've delivered into the latest news around the globe. Again, I am Bini John Ricodera, and we are the Pantropiko News, your source for up-to-date information from around the globe. Good day, student nurses!